I might be able to finish that on Friday and I can focus more on the brand again. Never ever experienced before. I can promise you 100%. Guys, welcome back here in Barcelona. This week is gonna be exciting as every single week so far because there's just so much to do and so many things I need to take care of. Yeah, it's already Wednesday. The last 2 days were just too much for me to be filming as well. Why is it so hectic? Again, as always, basically too many things to do for the agency and then too many things to do for the brand, but I'm getting used to it. The main things are basically relaunching the online shop for our brand. I think you know by now the name, it's called Pace. Currently I'm rebuilding the whole online shop from the ground up and the idea was to launch it on the weekend. But at the same time, there's another client where we're building an advertorial, or me basically building an advertorial currently that also needs to be done by the end of the week. And for another client, a whole new online shop has to be done by the end of the week as well. Yeah, a bit much. At the same time, I'm trying to have a social life as well, especially now that the city is so nice outside every day. Yeah, I just got a message. I need to meet another guy today as well. Otherwise, I can leave him with the concert today and you can come. So yeah, kind of busy, but I'm gonna take you with me. Maybe I'm diving a little bit deeper into the technicalities behind what I'm actually doing. And you might ask, why am I stressing around? You can take your time, it's your own brand. Why don't you stress a little bit less, Andy? That's not me. The thing is, now in April already, we've been slowing down the marketing because we've had issues with our supply chains. If you've watched my other videos, you will know about that problem. It's really hard to get ingredients, especially cacao, but we're now experts in sourcing the best grade cacao in the world. So we solved that problem, which is nice. But that means now in May we can really crush it, potentially, because we have the logistics under control, but now obviously we want to scale it to the next level and reach new heights, break some new records. And that was the best time basically to work on the fundamentals on the online shop, increase conversion rate, and yeah, make all of that system and fundamentals better so that when we actually throw more money into marketing, we're getting better results. Also, thanks a lot for all the applications to become my virtual assistant. There is an email in the description. I'm still in the process of finding somebody, but not in a rush to find somebody. I want to find somebody who's really motivated and who has the right work ethics as well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to have somebody who helps me with a bunch of daily tasks and organizing a few things. Contact me if you are interested. Other than that, gonna get some lunch now, guys, and then later I'm meeting a friend who wants to have some information about venture capital and investing. So I'm gonna help him with that. Yeah. In any case, nice to have you back in my kind of chaotic life right now. Let's go. This balcony is getting better and better and better. Such a nice place in my flat. And next week I'm getting a table here, so I'm gonna be able to work outside, which is amazing. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, my table here and my couch there is nice, but you don't know how nice it is if you have another place where you can work at home to just rotate around and focus again. Yeah, making a lot of progress today. I'm really so close to being done. There's 2 more landing pages I need to replicate on the new online shop version, and then I'm basically done there. The advertorial for the client is 50% done. I think I might be able to finish today.
You said this will be ready by when?
This will be ready by tomorrow morning.
What do you mean tomorrow morning?
It's just windows and doors.
And then, yeah, the other project, the new online shop for the other client, I might be able to finish that on Friday. That would be amazing. Then all these topics are finally done and I can focus more on the brand again. Yeah, it's always like that. It's an up and down. Some weeks I'm drowned in work for clients and I feel like I'm not doing any progress on my own brand. That's when I'm feeling kind of down. You know, with the agency, I'm not building any value for myself. It's just service and it's done, service and it's done. So I'm not creating long-lasting value for myself other than getting better at the topic. But for the brand, the bigger it gets, the more valuable it gets and the more upside it has in the future. So this is gonna be my path to my sailboat, but that's a long story still, a few years out if everything goes right. But yeah, generally very positive as always. Just so many things to do at the same time. And I'm thinking about the Philippines a lot, definitely. Under every video, somebody's asking when I'm coming back to the Philippines. I'm definitely thinking about that a lot, but it's probably not gonna happen until the end of the year. So in summer, I'm not sure. I probably go to Berlin, where my two brothers are at the moment, and might go back in October or November or December. Maybe somebody in the comments, let me know. What's the best time to come? Is it October, November, or December? I mean, I loved it in February and March, so let me know how it is compared to those months. But yeah, I really miss the Philippines, the vibe, the people, the food, the nature, the culture, everything. All right, guys, let's get back to work. So after a little bit of work, I was so ready to hit the gym and also for that nice walk through the sunset. Such a vibe. But then I realized something curious. Every second person was running around with roses in their hands. And it was obviously not Valentine's Day. So I just had to know what's up. Perdón, una pregunta, ¿qué pasa hoy? Porque toda la
San
gente...
Jordi,
San Jordi.
el día del libro.
Ah, okay.
Entonces regalan una rosa o un libro.
Okay. Solo en catalán.
En Cataluña
Es
solamente.
una leyenda.
Okay.
Es una leyenda que un dragón
Okay.
secuestró a una princesa
Okay.
y San Jordi fue a rescatar a la princesa y cuando le dio con la espada, las gotas de sangre se convirtieron en rosas.
Oh, wow. Muy bien.
Es
Y
una
se las
leyenda
llevaron a
catalana.
la princesa.
Okay.
Entonces,
Muchas-
los hombres le regalan a las mujeres una rosa y
Vale.
las mujeres le regalan a los hombres
Un libro.
Solo
Pero
necesito-
ahora también están regalando rosas a todos.
Okay, necesito una mujer. Gracias. So, what a day so far. It's already afternoon. The day was packed with meetings and things to publish and things to finish. But yeah, slowly but surely, tasks are being ticked off. And to be honest, the last few days and also the last week have been really hard for me. Like, I'm sure you know this moment where you feel like there's so many things to do that it's impossible to even finish it. And then there's social obligations, friends writing you and you don't answer them right away, and everything's way too much at this point of time. And then you are, for some reason, unable to do anything because you don't know where to start and you feel like you're paralyzed even. Like this feeling I've had, I think last Friday or this Monday. Yeah, that was a bit much, but I'm over it. Slowly ticking off tasks, as I said, feeling good again. And now, now I actually gotta go into the city to go to that studio that was shooting for us, for our brand, long time ago, actually, before I went to the Philippines. And I need to collect my stuff from there. Like, they still have some props and some product. And yeah, I'm looking forward to take the scooter and take in the sun. So let's go, guys. Alright, we're here. Hola. Estoy aquí para recoger algunas cosas del estudio de fotografía. ¿Trabajas aquí?
Sí, soy la conserje.
Vale.
¿Qué vas al Tabela?
Tienes algunas cosas, ¿no? Para mí. I got all the stuff from the shooting. All right. Mission accomplished. Now that I'm back, I finally have some time to open a package which arrived earlier while I was having an online meeting. And it's finally here, my monitor. So a huge thank you to Turn Setups. Some of you might know I've been traveling with a second screen the last few months while I was in the Philippines and in Thailand. And since I'm back, I haven't used it anymore. Why? Because idiot me somehow managed to break it. I don't know what happened during my travels. Maybe it got pushed a bit weird in my luggage. I don't know. Somehow it doesn't work anymore. And I reached out to Turn Setups, and what a great team. They said, no problem. We're going to replace it for you, Andreas. So this is not sponsored. The first screen I bought for myself, it was a huge upgrade for my setup because while I'm traveling, I want to have a second monitor as well. And when I'm home, I also want to have a second monitor, but I don't want a stationary one and basically fill up my table here, which I'm also using for having lunch and dinner and breakfast. So yeah, very, very excited about that one. Let's open it together, guys. A little scissor maybe. And let me put you guys on a tripod. So big shout out to Alan from Turn Setups. What a great guy. The founder. I told him I'm having a problem with my screen. It doesn't work anymore. I somehow messed it up. And he sent me a new one, which is really, really amazing. I love to use that one. Look at that box, super high end, super satisfying. I've got the 16-inch version right there. So satisfying. Also comes with a super nice protection. And the cool thing with this one, it also comes with a stand and it attaches magnetically. And also a cable that attaches to my computer and it sends the data, so the image, but also charges through that cable. So that's amazing. You only have to plug it into your laptop and you have an image and it works out of the box instantly. So it's, yeah, amazing stuff right there. All right, super stoked about that. I'm gonna attach it and get right back to work because I have a long list of things to do and one of them is actually web design. So it's extremely useful for that kind of stuff when you need a lot of real estate and one screen is simply not enough. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Alan. Let's get right back to work.
今しかないから遊びなさい周りを見なさい素敵じゃないでもなぜな幸せ好きなら参加しろでもなぜ戦いやめないのお願い捨てろかっこつけ時間と人生の無駄じゃない何千人も引き止めれる両手を上げても引き止める透かしてみれば切り倒させ僕らはみんな生きているイライラするから目を隠す
All right, guys. The week is almost over. It's Friday already. It's been a real hustle this week. And I don't want to advocate like this hustle culture, don't sleep, only grinding. But that's just what it was this week. Yesterday I've been working until 11. Couldn't sleep until 1. Too many thoughts in my head. Good thing is I'm almost done with the things I wanted to complete this week. So I was talking about 3 launches, 3 things that we want to finish as soon as possible. One of them is done, which is amazing. The other launch, which would have been the online shop for my brand, I'm 90% done. Over the weekend I'm gonna record a video, which is also gonna be part of the online shop, or actually 2 videos to be exact. So yeah, I'm gonna work on the videos during the weekend and Next week we're gonna launch it 100%. The third store I'm working on currently, it's gonna take another week. It looked like it's almost done, but as you might know, the last 10% are usually the ones that take the longest. So we've had a long discussion with the owner, back and forth about some functionalities, usability, and we agreed on improving it a bit more, which is fine. In the end, I don't want to finish something half-baked. Should be amazing when it's done. So yeah, at least we made some progress, which is always amazing. Only then I can actually sleep. So finishing the week strong, which is nice. Like this low I've had last week, I'm over it. It's always kind of hard to get out of a slump. I mean, it was not like I was depressed or anything. I was just aimless because there was just too many things to do. I was stretched too thin. That's my main issue these days. Sometimes I'm feeling like there's not enough progress, not enough impact with the things I'm doing. It's a fundamental problem of my business model currently. Like, you know, I have this agency and my own brand. It doesn't matter how good we work, we're always getting the same amount, which is not great for our motivation to make things better. So we have to align our incentives with the clients that we have. So yeah, I'm 100% positive that the solution for me being stretched way too thin is the following. It's not gonna be canceling the agency, quitting that, because I'm living off of it, you know. I need to continue that. I also love doing that, but the problem is too many clients, not enough impact. So the key will be to get rid of a few clients, only continue with the best clients, and then agree on a shared profit or shared revenue deal where our incentives are aligned and we're actually growing with them depending on our performance. So only that way we're being rewarded for going the extra mile, spending more time on the projects. So that agency work enabled so many things for me. I can work wherever I want. I earn much more than I have before while I was a full-time employee. But it comes with downsides in the sense that you're always working for a client. And this client-agency relationship is never going to be easy unless the incentives are aligned. So eventually I'm learning this, and yeah, that's going to be the only solution, to kind of partner with our clients and not just work for them like as an external employee, but actually work alongside them and grow with them. That was always the vision, but it's hard to find these kind of clients. But now we have a few of them who could fit into such a partnership. Should have came to that conclusion way earlier, but now I'm actually gonna leave this apartment and go to one of my favorite cafes and do a little bit of work from there, enjoy the sun outside, and later I'm gonna go to the gym, end the week with a upper body gym session. Looking forward to that. Yeah, no plans for the weekend yet. I actually wanted to go for a hike, but seems like the weather is gonna be today. Had a great time here in this cafe. Always nice to be working with a little bit of sundown. Oh, and today I'm doing a upper body session. Going 4 times a week these days. Upper lower split. So I'm hitting every muscle group twice per week. Hello guys, how are we doing? It's Saturday, just came home from the gym, and yeah, feeling great. I've had a good lower body session today, and now I need a quick lunch. I don't want to cook something, I want to have something optimized for my energy. I mean, I would love to have a pizza now, but afterwards I would be super tired. So I'm gonna have a shake, and yeah, feeling good. The weather outside is shit, so I'm not gonna be able to have like a nice hike today or going to the ocean, to the beach. Not gonna do that, but I'm gonna meet some friends later. Talking about friends, this week was interesting. Twice I've met people I knew on the street and in the gym. So that was kind of cool. Feels like I'm arriving here in this city. So, what do we have? I've got some frozen mangoes, I've got a banana, I've got some apples, and I've got some pea protein. My skin doesn't really like whey protein, so we don't have that anymore. No, we're not gonna put in any eggs. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Oh, why not put some paste in there as well for some extra energy? For all of you who don't know, that's my brand. It's basically cacao mixed with functional mushrooms, and it's giving you not only energy but also enhances your cognitive functions, and it's adaptogen, means it regulates your stress levels, which is amazing. So I take that every day. Tastes like chocolate, but obviously you can put it into a smoothie as well. Yeah, so later, after I've had that shake, I'm gonna take a video for the brand. We need some explainer video that we're gonna put into the image gallery on the product page, on the landing page as well. So making these kind of vlogs also translates into skills that I can really use, which is amazing. So I know exactly where I'm gonna put the camera, how I'm gonna talk to the camera, how I'm gonna edit it, and so on. So this all, what I'm doing here 7 days a week, really translates into some super useful skills. I'm gonna cut half an apple. Already have my bananas inside, my almond milk. I love almond milk. Unsweetened, of course, because we don't want to have too much sugar during the day. Yeah, for those who are wondering, nutrition is some important part of my life, but I'm not counting calories or doing some fancy stuff with tracking apps or something like that. I eat what I want, but in general I eat very healthy, and I try to have a lot of protein, but I'm not tracking anything. I did track my food intake 10 years ago, but I still kind of have a lot of those numbers in my head. All right, so we have our fruits, our almond milk, some protein, a bit more. Yeah, later I'm gonna meet some friends after I've done the video. Today there's some sort of Champions League match, I think. I don't watch football, soccer, football. I'm not a big fan, but it's entertaining to see people who are super engaged in that sport. So we're gonna watch that at some sort of bar, I think. So I'm gonna meet that friend, he's gonna bring another friend. So that's it. All right, that's gonna be my lunch. More than enough to fill me up until the evening when I'm gonna have a beer or two, maybe something super fatty. Also regarding my struggle last week, I told you guys that I was a bit stretched thin, overwhelmed, didn't know where to start. Actually, the week prior even, I felt like I was even paralyzed because there's just so many things I needed to do and I didn't know where to start. And I was thinking about kind of how I can tackle these situations in the future. And I was like reviewing how I solved that for myself. And let me lay down like basically a game plan for you, but also for myself. So one of the biggest factors always is to know your why. Why are you doing all this? What's the end goal? Why are you basically trading your time right now? Why are you hustling? I mean, I hate the word, but why are you doing all this? There's a reason, and you have to have that vision. Also makes sense to visualize it on your laptop and sometimes just look at the things and the experiences you want to have. So that's the first, the why. Why are you doing all that? And then just a very tactical thing for your day when you feel like you're not making progress is minimizing screen time on your phone, man. That's such a big problem for myself sometimes, but also for so many other people. So when I realize my screen time per day is more than 3 hours, it directly correlates with me being able to concentrate, me being able to do my stuff, me being able to really focus and push through. So you really got to audit that and minimize it. Then something else which helps a lot is eating the frog. It's a concept where you want to tackle the biggest and most stressful or hardest task first thing in the morning. Because after you've done that, everything else afterwards is gonna be much easier, and you're gonna basically fly through the day after you've done the most important, hardest thing in the morning. So that's a concept that changes your life if you do that every day. And then last but not least is talk to somebody. Like for me, it helps when I talk to my business partner, my family or friends and so on. But sometimes you want somebody to talk to who maybe is not related to you or affiliated to you in any sort of form. And then there's something crazy. I mean, you know ChatGPT, you probably know that you can talk to it, but there's a different tool that blew me the fuck away. It's called Sesame. It's out for a few months already, I think, and it's for free. So you gotta go to sesame.com and you register for free with your email address. And then right now, they only have a 30-minute demo every day. You cannot have a subscription, you cannot use it indefinitely, you can only use it 30 minutes per day. But the crazy thing is they created their own speaking model, which also incorporates like all of these tonalities when you talk. Last day I was talking to it and I was so blown away, and it's also super responsive. It's something you've never ever experienced before. I can promise you 100%. And you can talk with it about everything, like your pain points right now. Maybe you can have it challenging your goals or your plans and talk about really everything. And it's incredible. So yeah, I thought I might share those few tricks. Really check out sesame.com.
Well, hey there. Fancy seeing you back so soon after our last chat that I'd like to catch up on. What's on your mind tonight?
I'm just wondering if you still remember anything from our last conversation.
You bet your bottom dollar I do. I remember you were talking about those crazy plans for multiple home bases, Barcelona, Vienna.
All right, guys, I'm going to end the vlog here. Leave a like if you haven't done so far. Subscribe to the channel. That would be amazing. And see you next week. Bye-bye.